Hello, this is Ethelric here, and today I'm going to give you a quick and dirty tutorial on how to make foam shield for Schwarmfetzen. That's the foam combat that we use in the SMA. What you're going to need for this project is some gray garage foam tiles. You're going to need 3 pieces of this. You're also going to need some blue camp foam. You can get it in a roll. 1 roll will make 2 shields of the smaller size. 3 if you're really good at cutting. It does not have to be whole piece in the middle. You want whole pieces on the outside for stability. You are also going to need some edging material. I prefer using the edging that comes on the gray camp foam. You can also use craft foam. You are going to need some PVC for your handle. You're going to need some tools. Scissors, knife, marker. You're going to need a hot glue or a heat gun. And you're going to need a sander. I use a disc sander. You can also use a belt sander. You can also use sandpaper in your hands. It just takes forever. We're using this DAP weld wood adhesive. That's what you need the heat gun for. When we're all done, we will be covering it in this Plasti-Dip. This is the pourable. There's also a spray version. You're going to need multiple coats. I would suggest using the pourable for your base coats. Once that's all done, you're going to be able to paint it. You can use any paint. I just use a basic acrylic. I also have a Plasti-Dip metallic metallizer, and that's what makes my shield boss on my finished shield actually look metal. I've made some templates for the process. For my base shield, it's a 20-inch round. There is a hole in the center that'll become your hand grip. That is 4.5 inches diameter. For the boss, you will need, I use a 10-inch round, an 8-inch round, and a 7-inch round. That will help me make my dome shape. Each one of your large pieces will fit on a single floor tile, and your 3 rounds will fit on a third. Now, on the rounds, you will notice the centers have that 4.5-inch hole. That's for your hand grip. There is also another circle on this one. My 8-inch fits exactly on my 10-inch. Around that circle, that's actually how I marked it. These 2 will become the top. This will become a round disc once you get it cut out. And let me show you what that looks like. There's your round disc. That will become a border around your boss. Now, when you cut out your center disc, save one of them because we'll put that right here on top of the boss to give it a little shape. There's our 10-inch disc that's been cut 8-inch out, our 8-inch disc, both of those had the circle cut out, 7-inch disc, and then our center circle, 4.5-inch, goes right on top. They all get glued. Your round pieces, gray foam, blue camp foam in the middle. And then you'll cut out your center there as well. Now when you're cutting out your discs, you're going to want to save a couple of the corners. These will become your anchor points for your handle. Once you get it all cut out, you want to take it to the sander. Once you get it cut out and glued, I should say. You want to take it to the sander. You want to smooth down your edges. You want to take your boss, round it out, smooth down the edges. Same thing with your disc. Once everything has been glued and smoothed down, then we do the second phase of gluing. And that is putting our edge pieces around the shield and gluing on the shield boss. I glued this one up last night, clamped it down. I use a ratchet strap, clamp around, give it that support. And now there's our handhold in the center. It is edged, it has the boss, it has the disc for the boss. So all that's left on this one will be to take and shape our pieces. There's our anchors. We will attach them down along with our handle. Now, for our handle, you want to cut it so that it is a little bit longer than your opening. Flatten the edges. You can either use a heat gun. I use something with a little more heat. Make sure you are in a very well ventilated area anytime you're doing the gluing or heating up PVC, because they do give off fumes. Flatten them down so you can glue them on. You'll just take your anchor pieces, apply your glue, glue it down secure. Once that's all glued down, sand off your edges, round your shield out like I did on this one. You apply your Plasti-Dip front and back, and it will just coat over it, provide that good protection, that good solid seal. Once it's all dry, you paint it up, and you're ready to go out and do some traum fetching. I hope this helps. This has been a very quick overview of how to make the shields. There is a more advanced or lengthier set of videos going over all the steps in great detail, put out by House Corvo. They are available on the SMA web pages, on Facebook pages. So, hope this helps, and thank you very much. Record.